I'm here at the University of Essex at their Colchester campus to see and hear about the brilliant work of the Make Happen project, which is all about improving access to higher education. It's funded by Uni Connect and based at the University of Essex. And Make Happen is an integral part of how we improve social mobility in this part of the country, because it's making the opportunity of going to university a real one for many more people. The Make Happen project serves as a hub in this region, and it works directly with schools, colleges, employers and other local partners to get information, advice and to provide broader support about the realities and the benefits of people being able to go on to higher education. For someone like me and my friends at school, a number of us were the first in our families to go to university. It's the sort of project that would have been absolutely vital. What the Make Happen team and their partnership is doing is inspiring young people to set their sights high, but also ensuring that they're better equipped when they do take those next steps in their career journey, whatever that may lead to, whether it's going to university, getting an apprenticeship or any other route. Crucially, this project is place-based. It's really tailored to work with individual schools and colleges and therefore uses all that local knowledge and expertise on the ground to do better. And there's an added benefit. Here in Essex, because Make Happen has such a wider reach, it also means that this project has built an extensive collation of information from all the work taking place. And that means Make Happen isn't just about having an impact on the ground. It's also more widely able to contribute through building a stronger evidence base around what works in outreach and access efforts in higher education. And in turn, that means it can keep on innovating. And it's also able to share and strengthen best practice in the sector. One of the biggest challenges in levelling up is getting better data and a stronger evidence base. And we know it's often during these transition points in life, including moving from school or college to university, that are the hardest for people to navigate. So if we can measure outcomes better, then we can see if we're really moving forward or not. And we can then work out what we need to do to improve.
I'm incredibly privileged and fortunate to lead Make Happen, which is one of the 29 Uni Connect partnerships across the country. Make Happen covers the region of Essex. It's a large area with a range of challenges. It was once described to me as the country within one county. Essex has large rural areas, cosmopolitan towns and cities, coastal regions, industrial ports, all alongside huge areas of coastline featuring tourist havens such as Clacton and Southend-on-Sea. All of these different areas have unique challenges, with many having lower progression to university than we would expect given the attainment of the area. This varying geography makes the region incredibly challenging at times, but also incredibly rewarding. Many of these complexities are what led to our partnership with the Purpose Coalition and our support of their Levelling Up goals. The work of Uni Connect aligns perfectly with the Levelling Up goals, working to ensure that all students, regardless of their background, have access to the information that they need to make an informed choice about their next steps. This is the goal that we've been working towards since 2017. The coronavirus pandemic has increased the need for the support we offer students, as well as levelling up more broadly. Many of the young people we work with are from low socio-economic areas, with many of these areas experiencing a greater impact on their educations, as well as the societal impact on the young people as a result of the pandemic. All of the Levelling Up goals align with our values of social mobility. However, goals 2 to 4 are those that we seek to focus on the most, ensuring that students have a positive experience at school and receive the right advice and experience to enable them to have positive destinations post-16. Make Happen is a partnership of local institutions working together to provide high quality, impartial support to students. At its centre is a committed team of over 20 staff working across the county with schools and colleges to deliver activity. Since the project began in 2017, we've supported nearly 80,000 unique learners across the region, delivering over 1,600 activities in that period. We've delivered assemblies and virtual workshops to large amounts of students, as well as smaller scale intense projects and residential summer schools. Whilst the types of activity may differ, Uni Connect is committed to measuring and demonstrating the impact of its activity. As we move into a new phase of the project, evaluation remains one of its core objectives. We'll continue to enhance our understanding of what works, as well as the needs of the learners we're seeking to support. Our work with the Purpose Coalition forms an important part of this strand of work for us, working with our many stakeholders to understand the work that we do and the needs of the region. The detailed analysis within the report and vital recommendations will help us to continue to shape the programme in response to the needs of the learners who we're trying to support. Our Levelling Up report highlights how important collaboration is when delivering outreach advice. Only by working together can we ensure that students receive outstanding activities, information, and have experienced a range of pathways and opportunities. We'll continue to work with local authorities, further education colleges, and of course our university partners to ensure that students across Essex are able to access high quality support from a range of sources. Young people deserve equality of opportunity. And the work we're delivering across Essex ensures that regardless of where they come from, they all have the opportunity to raise aspirations and make an informed choice about higher education.
As we look to the future, we believe that levelling up is more important now than ever before. For us, this means ensuring that wherever you come from, you can access and benefit from transformational educational opportunities, and to chart your path to put your learning into action in your future career. We're delighted to be launching the Make Happen Levelling Up Action Plan today, and we're proud to be the lead institution for Essex Uni Connect partnership. Our report highlights the real impact that collaborative outreach can have in changing young people's lives for the better. Working with the Purpose Coalition on our Levelling Up Action Plan has enabled us to share our common goals around inspiring change and building positive futures for young people. It shows the power of collaboration and how important continued funding for this activity is. Uni Connect has unlocked opportunities for young people across Essex by giving them an insight into higher education and then empowering them to fulfil their ambitions. We know the impact this activity has and how crucial it is that this collaboration continues. Thousands of students, parents and carers have had the opportunity to engage in Make Happen's activity, both with our outreach practitioners and also with our dedicated partners. Our Levelling Up Action Plan shares our innovative outreach programme, as well as detailing our aspirations for the future, where all young people have fair opportunity and outcomes, regardless of their background. We're delighted to be working with the Purpose Coalition to inspire change, and we know that Make Happen will continue supporting young people to reach their potential as we move on from the pandemic.
Futurestars is a collaborative, progressive project with the aim of supporting care experienced students to progress to higher education. The project is now in its second year and supports not only the students themselves, but also provides training opportunities for foster carers and school staff, ensuring that students get the support they need in school and at home. The project is delivered in collaboration with some of Make Happen's valued partners. Care experienced students were identified as a key target group for many of our partner institutions, as well as the 3 local authorities. Working collaboratively ensures that there is no duplication in activity across the county. Make Happen serves as the central organisation point for Futurestars, bringing together our contacts across the county to work together to plan and deliver the project. Make Happen provides central coordination across the partners, as well as evaluation and finance functions. We manage the project budget, providing funding, as well as seeking financial contributions from partners. Each of the partners delivers an aspect of activity dependent on their expertise. For example, universities provide workshops on going to university, while local authorities provide careers guidance interviews. Working in this way means that students get a high quality, cohesive experience. During the first year, Futurestars ran a pilot programme consisting of 6 events and support provided throughout the year for students across Year 9 to Year 13. Students were offered online webinars to inspire and inform, as well as an HE Taster Day on campus at the University of Essex. Students were also supported individually with online tutoring by My Tutor and careers guidance interviews with their local authority. Futurestars featured student ambassadors currently studying at university who also had experience of care, giving an insight into what it's really like to be a higher education student. This year, Futurestars has been expanded to provide tailored support for different age groups, making sure students get the support and information they need when they need it. There are a range of online and in-person events for students, including education choices after GCSE, such as A-levels, BTECs, T-levels and apprenticeships, the benefits of achieving a higher education qualification, what it's like to study at university, and student finance, including financial support available, such as bursaries and scholarships. Once again, Care Experience student ambassadors will be supporting the programme to provide real-life experiences. All students are also able to access one-to-one support, including careers guidance provided by the local authorities, as well as attend exciting on-campus events at the University of Essex and Writtle University College. Students are able to attend taster days with their families and a residential summer school to allow them to experience life on campus. This year, Year 12 students will also be able to receive additional support for their all-important UCAS application.
Southend Virtual School were involved with Futurestars by having a lot of our students actually have independent advice and guidance for careers. We worked a lot with the Year 11s who were transitioning over, who had had their GCSEs and examinations changed slightly by everything that had been going on during the pandemic, and so they were provided with tuition as well for maths and English, which was absolutely phenomenal. In terms of results, I do know that one of our students, he actually came out with 10 GCSEs, has managed to get into a grammar school and is one of our university hopefuls for 2 years' time. And there are lots of other students with really good success stories too from Southend Virtual School. In terms of what Make Happen has been able to provide us and the way that we've been able to work with others around Essex, it's the professionals that they've actually provided us with, and I would say that lots of our young people have been able to gain from the expertise of these different businesses and professionals around the county. We have so much going on within Southend Virtual School, so it's been brilliant to hand some of that over to yourselves and for you to take the reins and really help our children to perform. They have the best of everyone. They have got the expertise of so many professionals around them, and I would also say the fact that so many people care. A lot of these care experienced young people sometimes have felt on the peripheral of society, and actually having these knowledgeable and really passionate people around them to support them has been fantastic for our students. You are making such a difference. You are changing these children's lives and really giving them the perspective that they need that they wouldn't otherwise have if it wasn't for you.
So Futurestars has been a fantastic event that we've been working collaboratively with Make Happen. We were approached sort of last year to put on a higher education taster day for care experienced students, which was not something that we had done before, so we were quite excited to be able to put on this event. In the last year it has been quite difficult to put on activity for students, and so we waited until late in the summer to put on this event when we were allowed to actually see people face to face. So in August we had this fantastic long day at the university where we provided students with a subject taster delivered by our lifts department, and this enabled students to engage in an undergraduate sort of experience, what it would be like to study at the University of Essex. As part of the day, the students took part in a workshop on why students go to university. During the workshop they were asked to do a poster, so a nice little creative activity sort of to break up the day from doing sort of presentations and things. It really showed that they understood what we were talking about and what we were trying to get to provide them with on the day, and I think that 100% of attendees came away knowing what they wanted to do in their next steps. A lot of students and staff at the university, when they saw the previous event in August, were very sort of excited, wanted to take part, so I know that there'll be lots of very keen people to engage with us again. And as part of the Futurestars programme, we hope that we'd be able to implement some more care experienced students into this work as well, so that we have much more resources for those students. We all have these experiences with different students, teachers, parents, carers and guardians. It was great to have lots of sort of assistants and officers there to provide that guidance. It was really great.
King Harold Academy have really benefited from working with Make Happen. We've had Outward Bound, where we took the students to Wales. They've done a lot about student lifestyles, student finances, apprenticeship through Make Happen. So yeah, it's been really beneficial. We've been very fortunate to work with JTRS, which Make Happen have funded for us. These kits have really given our students a lot of confidence. They have really enjoyed the hands-on experience, and particularly working in teams, and I think what they particularly enjoy about the day is that it's a very rewarding and very quick for them to be able to learn and have some really positive results. I couldn't recommend it more. It's really been so beneficial to our school, and we're very grateful, so thank you.
When I was in school, I was asked to join a programme called Aim Higher, which I think is very close to what we've been filming today in terms of what they do to help students. And from my personal perspective, it was good to be on this programme because it helped me meet new people outside of my current bubble. In terms of confidence, people skills, and just generally learning how to communicate with other people that might be from a different background, it was a really strong programme to be part of. When you first go to university, it's a very similar thing when you don't know anyone. You learn to talk to people and you overcome loads of different stuff together. So yeah, it was really beneficial for me in terms of growing my confidence. I would 100% recommend it. Anyone who might be worried about talking to new people or feeling like they might not be able to achieve either university or just the trip itself, then I'd try and convince them to try it, because if they don't try, then they'll never know if they can or not, and that's the whole point, right? Once you're over it, you know you can do it. So.
It's clear that the continued rigorous and long-term assessment of the data is essential to be able to evaluate outcomes and adapt work streams effectively. That's what Make Happen is doing. It's an adaptable approach, developed with its broad range of local and regional partnerships, that is making a real difference to levelling up in Essex. Those partnerships take time to build, but the Make Happen project has become a trusted agent, working with schools well before a young person arrives at university to support them having successful school years, working with colleges and others to improve post-16 destinations on offer, and making sure people get the right advice and experiences that inspires, encourages and supports the talent Essex as a county has in progressing in life. Make Happen is having a real impact on the lives of young people across the region, and it's building up their social capital. What the project now needs is long-term support so it can continue to spread opportunity to level up on the ground, ideally to scale up and spread those benefits even beyond Essex to other similar places that they could also work in. There's no magic wand on levelling up. It's a lot of hard work and targeted work over a long period of time. But as the Make Happen project shows, it is what makes a difference. And we need to do much more of it rather than less if we're going to change Britain for the better and deliver equality of opportunity.